Good morning, folks. Welcome back to my garden. So, such a beautiful day today. We have a sunny day, really blue sky, and the birds are chirping everywhere. It's the sign of the spring just coming. My forsythia just almost blooming. I think this is the right time for me to demonstrate how I prune in my roses and how I train my climbing rose in my garden. So let's get started. This is all my roses at the side yard. This garden haven't been pruned and cleaned yet. But first of all, I just want to show everyone the flower from this garden last year. The first one I have here is Archangel. The second one is Mustard Wood. Next one is Violet Sprite. This is Summer Romance. Foxy Lady is the next one. This is Bliss Perfumer. Eliza gonna be the next one. Next beside Eliza is Amour de Moulin. And the end of the row is Arctic Blue. Back to my rose current situation. You can see they have been already leafing out nicely. I guess because we have warm weather in couple days. So I think if I don't prune my rose right now, I may be behind the time frame. All the roses in this corner are pretty messy now after the winter. There are a lot of damage that diseased spindly canes need to be cleaned up. So my main goal of pruning is to focus on that diseased, damaged and crossing stems. These stems need to be removed and cleaned out from your roses. This rule is very important and will make your roses better with a lot of flowers and very healthy in the new season. Besides that diseased crossing canes, I also remove all the small thin spindly canes as well. The cans will not help produce flowers, but also make your roses look unhealthy. So before pruning, you need to prepare all the tools you needed, such as sharp pruning shear, a pair of gloves, loper, saw. So everything is ready. Let's prune right now. So in order to keep my roses always healthy, I always use the clean and sharp tools. And remember to disinfect your tools between your roses. It is very important because it is high chance that one of your roses in your garden carries disease virus from the previous years, or just recently get infected from the newer plants from this year. And though disease virus can be spreaded easily from rose to rose by pruning without disinfecting your tools. Having a quick look right here, just want to show everyone that this can is a typical oat, which is not very healthy and productive. So this cane needs to be gone as well to encourage the plant generating the new shoots in the new season. So I will cut the whole cane off. It's quite a thick cane. So this is a typical shape how I want to prune my roses. You have to thin out at the center of the plant, make it really open at the middle to get the best for air circulation, and all stems have the space and sunlight to grow in the healthy way, and this will help to reduce the disease as well. As the result, what you want to see after your pruning is your rows have to be thinned out with the V shape. All the remaining canes are strong, green and healthy. These canes will be the main structure of your roses in the new season. And all the number of the flowers will be depends on the canes. Now let's finish off the rest of my roses. One thing just want to mention that when you are pruning, if you want to focus on cutting our facing birds, please do. For me, since I have a lot of roses, so I don't really pay attention on that rule anymore. As long as I am feeling it is the right height and the right shape, I will prune it off. And same thing with 45-degree angle cuts. I just cut randomly, either angle or straight, really doesn't matter as well. Here is some of few angles after my pruning. I'm feeling just like all the roses can breathe it again. And finally, here is a last step. you will have to go rows by rows to collect and clean all the removed stem, debris, leaves from pruning and from last year, and put in the garbage. Don't compost these things if you don't want to introduce some disease from previous year into your garden this year. Alright, it is pretty much done for the scrub roses. Let's move on with the climbing rose. Next, gonna be pruning the climbing rose. For the climbing rose, actually it depends on how old your rose is. Just like 1 or 2 years old, I would say just skip it and leave it alone in the first year, because as a young rose, it needs time to form its main structure of the canes, and once it is getting older, you will have enough amount of long canes, and from this point you can train the canes following the plant growing structure which you wanted. My climbing rose right here is a David Austin rose. This one is a 4-year-old plant, and you can see here I have a lot of long canes which is easily to train and prune. It was a wrong tag one, but I believe its name is Wallerton Oldhorn. Wonderful fragrant climber. Flowers are pale apricot and eventually fade into pale cream. This rose already had a good main structure, so let's begin pruning, shall we? Same way as I did with my scrub roses. First, I'm going to remove all disease, dead and crossing canes. I also remove all the weak, thin and spindly canes as well. For climbing roses, it is about more training rather than cutting. So basically, you want to train the main canes where they come from the base and go on the way up at the top. From the main canes, all the lateral canes will grow up from there and will produce flowers. What you want to train the main canes is to make them and tie them in horizontal directions. The main idea here is you want them to shoot out and over to encourage the lateral canes to grow up along the main canes. That will produce a lot of blooms from the bottom to the top of your climbing roses. There you go. So this is the result of my pruning and training of my climbing rose. I forgot to mention that I'm not only to train and prune the main canes back, but I also cut back the lateral canes where just have 2 or 3 buds as well to encourage the flowers. And finally, the last step, you just need to clean it up, all the dead leaves and the debris underneath your roses. After you clean it up, you just need to feed in your roses with a good amount of fertilizer, and it is good to go for the new season. And this is the result of rose pruning for all my gardens, front, side and back. So let's have a quick tour together. thank you so much for tagging along with me in this video. Hopefully it will bring you some choice and some information as well. Please subscribe and hit the like button down below if you feel it really helpful. Also, let me know in the comment down below if you have any questions. Again, thanks for your watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.